Hi, I'm Pam Day, and it's Testimony Tuesday. John 14:14 says, "If you ask anything in my name, I will do it." So I want to tell you about a time I have been praying and asking God for a new vehicle. And I had some credit problems, and I was really praying that God would give me a vehicle that was reliable and a payment that I could afford. So I had settled on getting an SUV, and I had been to the dealership a few times, and what I wanted was not available. The type of vehicle that I wanted with all of the options. I wanted to get a Chevrolet Trailblazer, and I wanted to have third row seats so I could pick my grandchildren up and stuff like that, and some other options. And the salesman had called me to come out there a couple of times, and I pretty much had gotten upset with him and said, "Don't call me again unless you have the vehicle that has all the options that I'm looking for." So I had a dream that someone had gotten a new gray vehicle. I couldn't tell if it was me or what. I just saw it was a new vehicle, and my niece was in the market to get a new vehicle. And my sister called me and told me that she got a car, and I was so excited for it. And I was just like, "Well, what color is it? What color is it?" And she told me that it was gray. So I was like, "Oh, that's my dream! My dream came true." And so then my niece didn't settle on that vehicle. She took it back and she bought a blue vehicle. So when the salesman called me, he told me, "Hey, look, Miss Day," he said, "they're trying to get rid of the 2006 Trailblazers, and so they're selling the new ones, and they're giving every credit tier 0% financing." So he told me to come back down and he could get me into a vehicle. So that night when he called me, I got online and I looked, and it had 4 vehicles, 3 white ones and 1 gray one. Well, I knew I didn't want a white one, but I saw that gray one. I looked at it. It had all the options that I wanted. So the very next day, I ran down at lunchtime and I took a look at it and I liked it. And so I said, "Hey, look, if I bring my husband back tonight, is this vehicle going to be here?" Since they were, doing all these deals and stuff. So he says, "Look, I'm going to take this vehicle and I'm going to hide it. And I'm going to put the keys in my pocket." So that's what the salesman did. And I took my husband back down there that night, and I did get the vehicle. But when I went into financing, this is what happened. This is when you know God did something for you for real. The finance manager showed me my credit. At that time, this is when they had just started showing people their credit scores and stuff when they purchased things. It was fairly new then. And he circled my score, and he said to me, "I've been doing this job 10 years, and I want you to know that I have never, ever seen anyone with this score get 0% financing." So I know that God did that. So I just want you to know that the Word of God is true. If you ask anything. Now that's a material thing, but there are so many things that we need that are not material things in Him. We need freedom from habits. We need to trust Him. There's things that we do that we shouldn't do, the way we treat people or how we conduct ourselves, and we need to be free from those things. But if you ask anything in His name, He will do it. So I just wanted to share that little story with you guys. It's Testimony Tuesday. What's your testimony? Everybody be blessed.